Well, things certainly got a little bit strange in Love Island Land, guys. Let's start with one that did actually catch me by surprise, and that is that Eve, who, as you recall from Love Island All-Stars, was coupled up with Callum, has decided that she would rather be coupled up with another woman than a man. So Eve has been going out on dates with DEMI SIMS from TOWIE, and in this little clip you're about to see, you see them talking about it, right? But you also hear them mentioning that perhaps this has been off and on hinted at for the last 3 years.
It's getting hot in here. No, but I don't know. Are we going on a second date? I don't know, to be honest.
I think you should. You like to go on a second
Are you asking
I feel like now you should take Demi out on a date. I like Demi to be the one to like
dominate.
Yeah.
We have been speaking for like 3 years though, haven't we? It's been such a long
Sounds
time.
like so deep and serious, and we say like 3 years.
It actually has been 3 years.
Now, of course, that's fine and everything, but if it's been hinted at and there's been perhaps romance in the air for that long, you can't help but question why on earth Eve went on Love Island All-Stars in the first place. Because she was never interested in getting with a man at all. So the whole thing was a massive deception. Now, obviously, yes, it's reality TV. We know it's manipulated reality TV. It's not real life. But at the same time, I do think there's not real life and taking the mick. And taking the mick is when you have perhaps put someone who is gay in amongst a bunch of heterosexual people, knowing full well that whatever happens with the gay person is never going to last because they're not actually interested in the opposite sex. So if that was the case all along with Eve, then why bother, quite frankly? It is quite an interesting turn. She's not the first, but, you know, it's an interesting turn of events nonetheless. Let me know what you think. Were you expecting this? Is this perhaps the real reason why her and Callum didn't last? Well, I think I've answered my own question there. It is most definitely the real reason if she really isn't into guys. Yeah, there we go. And now we have Anton and Georgia. So, the papers have said they've spotted Georgia out on a date with Chris. Now, the picture they published doesn't look like a date to me. It looks like two people who've just gone shopping. But they're saying that this photograph is part of a date they went on. It lasted for several hours. And is Georgia effectively running away from Anton, who's smothering her? And certainly if you go on Anton's Instagram and you see any of the clips of him with Georgia, he does seem to be smothering her. But they were adamant that, you know, theirs was going to last, and they proved the critics wrong. And I'm not so sure they're doing that, because Georgia did appear on Anton's podcast and apparently had a rather disastrous run-in with Anton's mum, but I haven't actually watched that yet, so I can't report that's actual fact. But nevertheless, I don't think anyone would be surprised if it had ended. I really don't. There's no need for these people to keep up the pretense. I mean, I'm amazed that Tom and Molly is still going, because I didn't see anything during the show which made me think, wow, there's really a spark between these two. I just thought they were rather boring. But I'm amazed. Yeah, like I say, I think that will end anyway, but who cares what I think? I do think Anton and Georgia, if it's ended, no great shakes. We were expecting it in a way. However, I wasn't expecting Georgia and Chris. Were you? I wasn't. I was expecting maybe other girls with Chris, but not Georgia, because she didn't seem that interested in him on the show. But there you go, guys. Apparently, this is what's happening. Thoughts below, as always, guys. And I'll be back later on to update you about that apparent romance between Toby and Casey. Here's a hint. I've made that up.